two killers of success that I've always found will kill any kind of progress that I've made. It'll destroy any kind of success that I'm having. Is one, if I'm overly concerned with the criticism of other people. If other people's opinions and what they have to say, if I let that hit home too much, if I take that too seriously, and by too seriously, I mean you take their opinion to hold more value than your own opinion. You place more value on what they think than on what you think. That's taking it too seriously when I say that. And you start to let other people's opinions dictate who you're going to be, what you're going to do, and how you're going to do it. Gross. And then, if you're going to let other people's thoughts and feelings and emotions and what they believe and how they feel dictate their opinions, dictate in your life who you're going to be, the things that you're going to do with your life, the way that you're going to do them, the reasons that you're going to do it for. You let these people decide for you with their opinions. Why? Are you that insecure? Maybe you just don't know who you want to be or what you want to do in life, so you're just kind of going with the flow of what everybody else says. But you cannot succeed if you allow the criticism of others to dictate who you're going to be and how you're going to do things in life. I sometimes I have to take people's thoughts and opinions seriously. As a missionary, I have to hear what churches are saying, what pastors are saying, what people are thinking about mission work and about me and things like that. But man, at the end of the day, I'm going to do what I believe is right, not what they want. I value their thoughts and opinions, and I trust some of these people. But dude, I trust myself too. I'm not going to do what everybody else wants me to do in life. I can't live that way. I let God tell me what to do. I let the Word of God tell me. I let the Bible tell me how I should live my life. And then I base my life on what I believe God is telling me to do in my life. That's the only way that you can be happy. And then aside from criticism from other people, maybe you're worried about their opinion. In my case, it's not that I'm worried about their opinion as much as it is I have a relationship with these people, a partnership in some cases, joint, working on mission work together. Just depends on the scenario. But some of these people, it's not just a friendship like, hey, we're just friends. It's a relationship of some kind of strategic sort or business sort. And because of that, I have to hear what they say if they're being critical. But man, I can't live my life based on their criticisms. That's not going to work for me. I have tried. It does not work. And people change anyway. So you're going to base your life off of people that are going to change. They're going to tell you this is what they want one day and this is what they think one day. And then 10 years from now, that's going to be completely different. You need to do what you do because you believe it's right, based on your set of principles and values. And then the second thing that will kill any kind of success, aside from criticism, at least for me, is comfort. Man, I've been out on the road for a couple months. We just got back home to Tampa for the last couple weeks. And the last couple weeks I have been struggling mentally, emotionally, physical. I've stayed on point. My habits I haven't missed. But it's been very difficult the last couple weeks because I was in a comfortable place, kind of kicking it, just sitting back a little bit, relaxing, spending time with, friends and family, and got a little comfortable the last couple weeks. And I realized that shift in me, how difficult it was to live by these habits that were a piece of cake prior to 2 weeks ago. Then the last 2 weeks, same habits. I didn't change anything. They just became way more difficult. And I think the reason why is because I got comfortable. Anytime we get comfortable, we begin to slip up and let up just a little bit. Oh, I can snooze a little bit. I can eat this piece of cake. I've been good all day. Or I'm just going to cheat today. I've been doing well all week. Or, I worked out 3 days this week. I'm not going to work out today. I'm a little tired. Or, no, I know that I need to come home and be present with my wife and my kids and my family, but I'm really tired from work, so I'm just going to veg out on TV and video games and junk food when I get home. Or, you don't know how stressed I am, so I have a right to get mad and lose my temper. Or whatever excuses that we make in life. It's because we're comfortable. Because we've allowed ourselves to relax in some areas that we shouldn't be relaxing in. Are you a father and you're going to relax? You're just taking it easy raising your kids. It's no big deal. It's just whatever. You're a husband and that's how you approach your marriage? Just whatever. No big deal. Just taking it easy. I'm just going to relax. You're going to the gym and, hey, I'm just here to relax and have fun. I'm not here to get fit and dice up and get jacked. What are you doing? You do that when you go to work? A lot of us do. That's how we approach our life. I just want to be comfortable. Comfort is what makes you weak. And when you get uncomfortable, that's how you get strong. So the two big killers for me when it comes to killing my success or stopping my forward progress, the first one is criticism from other people. You can't let that be your determining factor. Take it into account, yes. Practice empathy. You don't have to get mad when people criticize you. You don't know where they're coming from and they don't know where you're coming from. Just give them the benefit of the doubt. You've been critical of people before too when you shouldn't. So let's give these people a benefit of the doubt. If they criticize us, it's okay. You can criticize us. We're not going to get mad. We're not going to lose sleep over it. And maybe even listen to what they say and say, okay, is there any truth to that? But man, past that point, nobody gets to decide. You're the one that's going to give an account to God when you face him one day. You're the one that's going to have to give an explanation for your life one day. You're the one that is responsible for how you live your life and what you do with what you've been given. You're the one. You're responsible. So you have to do what you believe is right to do in your life, not what other people say. And so you have to have a foundational truth from which you can draw the principles that you need to base your life on. I believe that the Bible is the Word of God. I believe that God is real. And so I base my life on the principles that I find in the Word of God. Now, I know some people might like that, but let's go back to the first point of criticism. You got a right to not like that. But when you face God one day, you're going to be responsible for you and I'm going to be responsible for me. So I'm just going to do my best to be the man that I'm supposed to be. And if you don't like my methods for how I try to be a good man, cool. God bless you, man. If you don't believe in God, I hope you learn to believe in God one day. Because it's not just a belief for me, it's a knowledge. I know him. I know God. He speaks to me. He talks to me. God is real. So I'm not just going to talk about what I think makes sense or what I think everybody wants to hear. I'm going to talk about what I believe is true for me in my life, what I've experienced, what I've tasted and seen and heard and felt, what I know to be true. And I know that God is true. And I know that his word is true. So I'm going to draw my principles from that source and then try to live up to that standard. There's a method behind this madness. But you cannot let the thoughts and judgments and opinions and criticisms of others dictate the direction that your life is going to take. And you cannot allow yourself to get comfortable. Stop seeking comfort. Seek discomfort and watch your life skyrocket and become extremely strong.